Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Disco Kitty the Crappy Crafter. Today, we're going to do some needle felting, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. I bought a hat. We'll go put something right here. That's pretty much it. I'm hoping it's going to be a dragon, but with my actual artistic abilities, which are pretty lacking, to be fair, especially on something this small, we'll see what actually happens. It may just become a modeling of various colors, but we'll see what happens. Let's get right into it. Alright, let's start by looking at some of the equipment. It's a styrofoam head, and of course the hat. The hat I got online, the styrofoam head I got from Michaels. I traced this little guy off the internet, you know, just straight off my monitor onto a piece of paper. Gonna use a silver marker so that I can actually see where the lines are, and I'm thinning it down just a smidgen. It's going to be awfully big. It's going to be huge on this hat. I didn't realize how big it was on this hat until I finished it and put it on and looked in the mirror and went, oh, that's okay. It should still be fine. I'm going to start with a white outline. That's going to be way too thin. So I'm going to have to redo the outline at the end anyways, but that's okay. You know, lots and lots of practice with the stabby. But see, you can tell it's working. It's working. I'm excited. Now, I specifically looked for a hat that was meant to be used in an embroidery machine because I knew that the front panel would be soft enough for a needle to go through, because it needs to be soft enough for a needle to go through, but a different kind of needle, an embroidery machine. But I think it worked really well for this. I really didn't have a plan going into this. I knew that I was gonna block out basic colors in different areas like chin and chest and on the belly, and the spikes on the head will be different and the legs will be different, and you know, it's just a thing. I thought it worked pretty well. I just chose some blues and purples, and I got a yellow for a good contrast, and yeah. So much stabbing. I'm surprised it didn't bother me a lot more. It didn't really start to bother me until the very end, where I go over it a few times with that big 5 needle holding handle, because I wanted to make sure that it was really anchored down and stuff like that. And that's the only time that, you know, it really bothered me. And it bothered my shoulder a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Look at that poor head. It looks like it's got the plague. But yeah, it's very relaxing. It's kind of time consuming. Just the dragon took me like 5 hours. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's a good day's work, you know? Although I did do this over the course of 2 days, because I started it when I came home from work one day. Look at that, it's really working. I started it when I came home one day, and then I finished it on my day off. I probably could have done the whole thing just on my day off, but I'm happy I did it in 2 sittings. Because that's a lot of stabby. A lot of stabby. I think it works out pretty well in the end, though. I think it's working out pretty well here. I mean, it looks good. It's fun. I can't wait to wear it to a convention. Right now we're in the beginning of October, and in 3 weeks I will be at a gaming convention. I'm gonna be so excited. I go to one approximately every 6 months. I have one in Vermont that I go to, and I have one in Massachusetts that I go to. But there's the yellow, all done. Good pop of contrast. I was getting tired by this point. I wanted to put more, just more into the wings, but I just didn't have the steam anymore. Especially knowing that I already knew by this point that I was gonna have to put another white outline around it. And that light blue tealish color, oh my gosh. It was so thick in comparison to everything else. I had to build up the other colors a little bit. Some of them were really, really thin. That grayish purple was really, really, really thin. I had to build it up. And then the purple I built up, and yeah. And here comes the final outline. Not to be confused with the final countdown, of course. No. I'm definitely going to do more needle felting. I've already ordered more wool. I got a proper needle felting mat. I mean, I have one, but it's just a dense foam, like dense plastic foam, rubber foam. I don't know. I don't like it. And I think I said I got more wool. Yeah, there, you can see that gray block up there. That's my foam block that I'm supposed to be doing this on. Yeah, it doesn't work. It works better than the styrofoam, to be fair, but I bought the styrofoam head specifically for this because I wanted something to be able to, keep the shape of the hat, kind of. I figured it was going to be hard to try to do it on a flat surface. But look, there it is. I'm just taking off all the little excess pieces and the cat hair and the floofs and the fluffs and the things. But just look at it. I'm so happy. Well, that came out surprisingly well, and surprisingly simple because I just don't have the energy to put any more details into it. To be fair, when I started with a silhouette, just a little black, shadow, as it were, of a dragon baby that I found online. It was someone's clip art. I don't know who. I just found it online, but you know what? I think it came out super cute, and it's just in time for a gaming convention. So if you see the hat at Carnage this year, come and say hi. So yeah, needle felting on a hat. My shoulder hurt so much after using the big stabby tool to really get it all anchored in there. I did that a couple of times off camera just to make sure that everything was gonna stay and was gonna be good and was gonna be happy and was yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. One last look. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you would have done it differently. Look at this poor little head. Woo. It's a zombie head now. It's got little tufts of hair left over. He's got a little fuzzy face. Okay, anyways, sorry. Rant. Sidetrack. That happens to me a lot. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until next week, stay safe.